It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Columbus Aviators and the San Francisco 49ers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Trouble, 38.
Able to find Gray here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
2nd and 2. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
17.
Lance now to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to bunt the football. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. To throw, Huntley. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Huntley to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one
away. Here's Huntley. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run with Gibson. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run it with Gibson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on second down.
3-3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Ready. Hey,
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check right.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
97.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Okay, right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Let's go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Huntley. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Let's go. Right there, hurt.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. They put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. John Ross, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Aviators have taken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch out now, 50 furious. Check smash.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
White. Yellow.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Pass the 50, pass the 50.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st down, Huntley. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Lance now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Smith, red.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Ready up.
In motion comes the tight end left. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
17.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Okay,
and on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Lance. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back to throw. Huntley. And this one too low.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on 1st down, Huntley. And that's It's caught inside the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Gibson again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now Huntley. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And the 49er hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On the ready? Yellow, 1. Left. Check 6. Check 2.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on, set. Right, 97. Ready?
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, 40 yards. And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Huntley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Huntley. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing left side, it's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Out left to Dotson. Down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. This San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.